Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Chisme Chronicles podcast.
Episode 48.
If this is your first time here, my name is Roman, and I'm here with Caili the Bandit.
Legal name.
Legal name, Caili. Middle name, The. Last name, Bandit. If you don't know, now you know.
Bandit.
Bandit. yeah. So what we do on this channel is Reddit content. We do Am I the A-hole? Today effed up, petty revenge. If you guys like that kind of stuff, stick around. Maybe you'll like us. Maybe you'll give us a thumbs up. Maybe you'll subscribe. You know, I don't know. A lot of things can happen.
Wild concept.
A lot of things can happen. And for all of you guys, our 466 loyal subscribers, I'm proud of every single one of those subscribers.
Let's get to 469.
Let's get to 469 by the end of the day. We hope everybody had an amazing, Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Any other
Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa, all of that.
All those things.
Yule,
Yule.
New Year.
That too. That's separate.
All that stuff. If you guys do, we hope you guys have had an amazing start to the year. What's today? The 7th.
One weekend. Hope it's going great for all of you.
I hope it's going great for all y'all. I mean, look, comment down below if you have been working out. Comment down below how many New Year's resolutions did you already break?
Comment down below if you intend to keep working out after April.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't make any New Year's resolutions. Actually, no, I did. Yes, I did. No, not really. They weren't like New Year's resolutions in the typical sense. Mm-hmm. I just kind of went back to writing my goals down. Like I used to write my goals down like every day. Mm-hmm. Like at least once a day, I would try to just to make sure that I was focused, whether that was career or my family or business, whatever. I would always write my goals down. So I started doing that again, but I wasn't really doing it like as a New Year's resolution. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I got to start doing that again.
Yeah. I didn't make any New Year's resolutions, but I partied a little too hardy on New Year's. And I told myself afterwards that I'm not drinking for at least 3 months.
Oh my God. You went hard? I don't even know what you did.
I partied hardy.
You guys went out?
Yeah.
Yeah? You to the club?
Bad. No, it was just like a house party. And
okay.
I didn't know anybody, basically. I mean, I knew, that's a lie. I knew people, but I didn't know the people that owned the house, and I partied way too hardy.
Did you throw up?
Multiple times.
Oh my gosh. You were in the bathroom?
Dude, I gotta show you some pictures after.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Anyway.
Oh my God, you're wild.
Okay, so today we're gonna do Am I the A-hole Reddit content. We each have 2 stories. We always blind react to each other's stories. And today we have a theme. I know you guys love themes. Today our theme is airlines or airplane, kind of travel airport related horror stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're all it's more for the private travelers, G6s and whatnot.
If you're not a G6, don't watch this
I don't
video.
want it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rock and roll with story number 1. Let me just find it. I had it, and then my wife was texting me, and I'm like,
let me sing a little song.
Filming. Yeah. Oh yeah, you to entertain people.
I have to take over Roman's role as a singer. He hasn't done it that much. One person requested less singing, and he stopped singing as much.
Hey,
I think you got in his head. Whoever you are, you got in his head.
Comment down below if you want the singing back.
Nobody.
Huh?
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. They're like, no.
No, we're good.
That's why we don't get any more subscribers, because I'm not singing anymore. No, yeah, they scared me. I got embarrassed. No, I'm just kidding. Alrighty, here we go. Story number 1. Am I the a-hole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? I, female 30, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day 1, she's tried to make remarks and compare me to her. She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do and sometimes even copying me, like the one time when she literally dyed her hair purple, just like mine, and when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. So anyways, my husband and I took 2 weeks off work to go visit some places out of the country. Tourism, in other words. Okay. This is the thing is I was the one who saved up for and arranged for the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me into letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make some complaint up to get us to stay if she can't come. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum, said he wouldn't go if she can't come, and I told him I'll gladly call his bluff, which made him take his words back and say, fine, I will tell her to stop it because we won't take her. Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area, and first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I froze in my spot. I felt a cold wave washing over me, and I was fuming inside. She and my husband were hugging. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking towards the exit. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. Turned out he booked her a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being so hard on his mom, it's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept on berating me, then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was because of me. My family said that I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy. Did I really overreact?
You guys know what I'm going to say.
Divorce. Yeah.
Dude. I think it was... Okay, so genuinely, listen, we know I like to throw out the divorce prescription on this show a lot. We know that.
Yeah. But that's been established.
It's been established. But I don't like to. I'm just the messenger. Listen, it was salvageable until he came home angry. Like before he came home angry, it's just like you guys need to figure some shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys need to go to therapy. You guys need to talk, whatever it is that's gonna help you figure this out. To where, why can't you be comfortable going on a vacation with me that we planned for ourselves? Why is your mom so involved?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then after the point where he came home angry with her, just get a divorce. Just get a divorce. Do you guys have kids? I don't know. Just get a divorce. I don't know.
Dude, that one, I was really upset on that one. Like, she's the a-hole. Just kidding. No, that one I was reading and like, I was like, you know, I really like the stories where I start feeling something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I start feeling like this anger or like frustration. Yeah, I mean, obviously she's not the a-hole. You know what I mean? He ruined it. He ruined that trip.
Am I mistaken, or did she pay for just the airline tickets, or did she pay for most of it?
No, I mean, she just said like, "Oh, I saved up for it and planned it," and then he just bought the tickets. I think that's what she said.
Dude, to be honest, I know this might be effed up, but I understand her like that instant reaction of like, I'm turning around, I'm going home. I totally understand that. I think that if I might have done that too, but then if I knew that I paid for the hotel or something or the Airbnb, I might have just gone and been like, you guys are, lock the door. I paid for it.
Dude, the thing is, like, you mean like, oh, I'm going to go on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, I still want to go on this trip. I still planned this trip. I was invested.
But they're ready. Like I could see that. Like I could see like even myself doing that or maybe wanting to do that. But like, they're going to go, they're going to get on, they're going to be like, open the door. You're not going to have anywhere to like run away to or like get away or hide. But they're going to be following you everywhere. For
sure. But you, whatever, like after a certain point, say you get there like that night or whatever, decompress for the night or even the day, spend one day of your vacation, unfortunately locked in the hotel room. They got to leave at one point. Where are they going to sleep? Where are they going to use the bathroom? Where are they going to eat?
Yeah.
And then they're loitering in the hotel room. You call the front desk and you go, hey, these people are not a part of. They're trying to get into my hotel room, and like that's my soon-to-be ex-husband.
But then
because at that point, I already know I'm getting divorced at that point.
But like you won't even enjoy that vacation at that point.
Dude, I genuinely, I think if that was me, I go, I'm about to get divorced in the next week. And I'm just going to just use this in the best possible way I can.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But I guess most people are not going to like get divorced for real. Although that's what you're prescribing.
I would get divorced.
Dude, the thing is like,
I would hope.
What is up with the mother-in-law?
Yeah.
They're both the assholes, the mother-in-law and the husband.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? By the way, a public service announcement. If people if you hear someone talk about a vacation, or you ask someone, hey, what are you guys going to do for New Year's or whatever? Like, and they tell you, do not invite yourself. Mm-mm. Like if people are not inviting you, don't invite yourself. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm saying that. And I think most people that, are just like, what am I trying to say? Are aware or sane are just not going to do it. Mm-hmm. And the ones that are crazy, the ones that are going to invite themselves, they won't even like pay attention to this. Mm-hmm. Most likely. Yeah. But like you can't you cannot invite yourself. So first of all, the mother-in-law invites herself and then is getting all wild and crazy. Like, what the hell is that all about? Yeah. How did the guy not, I don't understand how the guy was okay with what he did. Yeah. Or like why he did that. And, like, it's just, no, doesn't care about his wife's feelings. No. Doesn't care about it.
This feels like there's like literally a whole TLC show or whatever that's like guys that are like too like obsessed with their moms or whatever. It's just like, dude, like, I don't know what kind of mommy issues this guy has or whatever, but like you cannot be getting married and like being this, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you have to listen to your spouse. If your spouse is telling you, I don't want your mom to go on a vacation with us. I want to go explore the world just with you. I don't not and even if okay, because it sounds like they're already beefing somehow, right? Mm-hmm. The mother-in-law and the daughter and the wife are already beefing in some way. Mm-hmm. But even if they weren't beefing, there will be moments where I'm like might want to do a vacation with my wife's family, mm-hmm. And I'm like cool with that. But if in my mind I already have a mindset of like, you know what, I kind of want to go. We should do this trip together on our own. And if all of a sudden either she wants them to come, and I don't have any problems with my in-laws. I love them. They're awesome. But you might there will be moments where I'm like, I don't want anyone to come. I just kind of want to go by ourselves. Mm-hmm. And if all of a sudden she invited them, I wouldn't have done what she did, because. How do I say this? I guess I would have done that in a if the circumstances were similar, mm-hmm. where like, hey, you and I are already beefing. Mm-hmm. I already have an issue with you, my father-in-law, or you, my mother-in-law, mm-hmm. and now you guys are here, and because like you guys are ridiculous, throwing tantrums and threatening some BS. If I can't come, if you guys can't come, then at that point I'd be like, well, I don't really care about our relationship, so. I'm going to go home. You guys do whatever the hell you want. I'm not going on vacation with you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to have a miserable time.
Yeah, but because I have a great relationship with them, if my wife invited them, then I'd be like, now I'm pissed off at my wife. Yeah. But whatever, let's go on this vacation. But like now I'm really mad at you.
Yeah, like we need to talk.
Yeah, like we need to talk about this. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just thinking about other scenarios now, but.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's horrible. I really, I know I say it a lot, but like I don't know how you salvage a relationship like that. I don't.
Yeah. That one is
not salvageable.
No, it is. It's so ridiculous.
Dude,
it is if the guy
salvage.
Well, they gotta talk about it.
Again, because he came home angry. It was salvageable until he came home yelling at her. At that point, I go from being really pissed off and like how are we gonna figure this out kind of a deal to my brain is off. We're done.
It is ridiculous that he called her family and it's like, but the vacation's ruined because of her.
Not even that. Like, if you come home screaming at me after you just betrayed me a little bit, I'm upset already. But then you come home screaming at me. Yeah. Straight up, like something switched in my brain. Yeah. I can't.
Dang.
Anyway. Story number 2. Let's see. I have 3 ones. You got 3 stories. So hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go for this one. Am I the a-hole for not helping my sister watch my nephew during a flight delay? I have to kind of edit this story a little bit because she wrote it a little bit confusing. So, my sister, Ray, 25 female, and I, 23 female, grew up in New York City. Our parents own a vacation home somewhere else. When I moved out, they decided to move there permanently to wherever the vacation home was. They've only been back to New York City once, so I recently decided to visit them. My mom and my sister Ray were talking, and my plans to visit my parents came up. Ray called me and asked why I didn't tell her I was planning on going to Caili. I said that it had nothing to do with her, so why would I tell her anything? She said it made no sense for us to do separate trips and that we could just go together. I said she's acting extremely entitled to something that she had no part in, and I'm not obligated to include her in every plan I make. She said that she just wants our parents to meet her son. I said he's like 5 months old and you had plenty of time to take him to Caili if it was that important. She then cried to my mom. Mom said it was a good idea for them to go together. So I asked Ray if she cared so much why she wouldn't have planned to see them on her own, and she told me that she really needs this. I told Ray that if she comes, she can't ask me for anything. I'm not helping her with her kid. Act like I'm not even here. She agreed. The day came and our connecting flight was delayed, so we had to stay the night. I was trying to fall asleep, and she asked me if I was really going to sleep. I was annoyed. I said, if you leave me the F alone. Later, she asked me to watch the baby. I said just hold him and go to sleep. She was scared someone would snatch him while she slept, and I said that she sounded effing crazy and no one wants her kid. She just said she was exhausted and had been drinking energy drinks all night, but she was crashing and tried to put him in my arms again. I said, this is exactly why you should have just stayed the F home. I told you from the jump, I'm not doing shit. You already forced your way here, and now you're going to have to figure it out. She said, seriously, I'm effing exhausted. I can barely even keep my eyes open. I then said, then go to sleep, and close my eyes. She knew what the terms were. We made it there, but later my mom asked if she really raised me to be so cold towards my sister. She told me that she had broken down and had a mental meltdown. I said I love my sister, but she should grow up and stop acting so dramatic about a situation that she put herself in. She said I wouldn't hurt to have helped her just a little. I told her I didn't want to help her or help the baby, and she should have known something could go wrong when traveling. We got back a week ago and we haven't spoken to each other at all, but she texted me today about how hurt she was and that she feels I don't care about her or my nephew at all. I told her that she knew what she was getting into when she begged me to come and imposed on my trip. She said she thought I would have changed my mind when she realized that we would have to sleep in the airport and that she would have done it for me. I said, your kid, your responsibility. I might be willing to apologize just to get her to shut up if people say I'm the a-hole.
Damn.
Yeah.
So there's there's a lot more to the story that we don't know.
Yeah, like family history or something.
Because so I totally get like wanting to do something on your wanting to go visit your parents and not telling your sibling because you don't have to. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna go see like mom. Oh, why didn't you tell me? We could have gone together. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't have to tell you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wanting to go see your parents and not telling your sister that lives in the same city that you're gonna go so that you guys can all go together. Like,
yeah, it's not a big deal. Like I feel like, I mean, obviously I have a sister and like I feel like I would probably tell her, but I don't think either one of us would be butthurt if like we just found out, hey, I was going to visit. And, like,
yeah. So like me personally, myself, like just a bunch of different ways of saying me. Yeah, for the most part, if it was like that, like, cause I've gone to go see my parents and I don't tell my sister or my brother. But if I was like living over there, maybe I'd bring it up. Who knows? I don't even know now. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even know. But like I could see myself bringing it up and say, I'm gonna go over there because because I have done like the, hey, we're gonna go to Mexico City to go see, my grandma or whatever.
Yeah.
Although I didn't even tell her last time she found out or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. But there have been times where I'm like, hey, we're gonna go do this, blah blah blah, whatever. But it sounds like there's something else going on there because she's just like really, really like aggressive.
Didn't like her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the jump. Or she just like doesn't like her sister.
Or maybe I was gonna say maybe she's already tried to like ask her to take care of the kid like a lot of times or something, and she's like, I don't want to, or I don't have time, or because maybe we've read stories where the sister or the brother or whatever are always trying to offload the kids. So what if in New York she does that a lot?
I get
or
the
asks
feeling
a lot.
that she would have included that. But also it's like I could understand. I love my sister. But I could understand that like obviously kids are stressful and I get really easily stressed out by like little kids sometimes. So I could understand that if she had a kid or something and I just want to go visit my parents and like I don't want to have to deal with like a little kid being around, which like maybe is mean. Maybe that's mean, but traveling with a 5-month-old baby, like who wants to be on an airplane with a 5-month-old baby unless you have to?
Yeah.
So it's like I could understand that she just wanted to go or something, and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh, she went crying to mom, so now I have to invite her. I could understand being upset.
Yeah.
But the way that she was like the way that she comes across is like somebody said like you can be technically correct and still morally wrong, and like morally wrong, and like I like that resonated with this story so much because it's like, yeah, technically you don't have to help her, but like how could you be so cold?
Yeah, it's just like, well, that's your child and like nobody wants that baby,
like
dude, like
stuff
like
kids get kidnapped all the time.
Yeah.
What do you mean nobody wants, like little kids get kidnapped all the time, like some or she drops the baby or whatever, like no one was obviously everybody knows stuff can go wrong, but how can you plan for having to stay in an airport all night? And then obviously you don't have to help, but how could you be so cold? Like that's so messed up.
Yeah, that was pretty hard. She's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
So I guess, so who's the a-hole dude? Like, I mean, that's a tough one because
OP is obviously an a-hole.
Yeah, yes, but like at the same time, like I'm not saying she's not, but she also is like, well, she's not an a-hole for not inviting.
No.
And then she told her up front, hey, I'm not going to help you at all. Don't ask for help. Which is a pretty asshole thing to do.
Yeah, but
she's also wrong. But she was also being upfront about it.
Yeah.
And then they go on the trip. She and then she doesn't want to help. So.
But it's like I don't want to help on the plane, but then once I don't know. Like yeah, I totally get what the sister said about like I just figured that when you saw me struggling so hard about something totally unforeseen,
yeah,
you might step in a little bit. Like I'm.
Yeah, I mean, definitely OP is. Yeah, I was just trying to think of. I was just trying to be very technically, specific and correct. Like, well, she told her that was going to be it. So,
yeah.
But I mean,
OP is the a-hole. I don't know if the sister sucks a little bit for like. How, like, you're 25 years old, why are you crying to my mom? Because like if I have a fight with my sister even now, like I'm not gonna go crying to my mom about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. I might bring it up to my mom.
Dude, so many people do this in the stories. They go complain to their parents.
I definitely, whenever my sister and I fight, not all the time, but like if it's a really big fight, I definitely let my mom in on it just for like, like kind of like a guiding point. But I'm not like asking my mom to go tell my sister that she's being mean. like that's, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
And like, right now we're 19 and 21. I can't imagine that being 23 and 25. That's the same gap they have.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
21.
Remember
that?
Yeah.
Was 9 plus 10. 21. Yeah, no, OP's like it sounds like OP's a freaking a-hole, like in general.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It just sucks.
Damn.
Story number 3.
Let me just find my stories here.
Every time.
I know. Where are you?
Yeah, if I can find it, give me 1 second.
Well, almost there. Sometimes I hit a button and then it like,
Dude, I have a crazy story about a plane while you do that. This just happened. I saw it.
Okay, go for it.
I saw it just yesterday. So I don't know if anybody else saw this. I think it happened on the 6th of January, maybe the 5th of this year, 2024. Some Alaskan Airlines airplane, like they took off and then 20 minutes later had to do an emergency landing.
Oh, the freaking
the piece
the
of
door.
No. It wasn't even a door.
No, yeah, you're right. It wasn't the door.
It wasn't even a door. A piece of the plane just flew off.
Yeah,
like a piece of the wall.
Yeah.
Apparently,
yeah, I saw that.
Apparently, it could have been a door. Like, apparently that plane is made so that part of the plane could have been a door. If the seating arrangement was like more crowded or whatever, then that would have been like another emergency door.
Mm-hmm.
But then because of the arrangement of the seating, it was supposed to be sealed off as just a wall. And dude, it flew out.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. So imagine like you're sitting on an airplane, they take off, and like 15 minutes in, the piece of the wall next to you flies away, bro.
Dude, imagine it. They said no one was sitting in that seat.
Okay.
But imagine
there was somebody sitting in the middle seat though.
So well, there's a guy on the aisle for sure. He's in the aisle.
Okay.
Maybe he moved over there from the aisle or from the middle seat or whatever. I saw
pictures with him in the middle seat or somebody.
Like, dude, imagine
it just
straight up a hole, dude.
And then the emergency masks dropped and everything. I think everybody came out fine. But
yeah,
bro,
that's so crazy.
That would traumatize me enough to I would never. I'm not afraid of flights at all. Like not even. I think everybody does, but I get like a little sick when on like takeoff and landing, you know. But I think that's just like a little bit of anxiety and like the pressure changes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, that would traumatize the hell out of me.
Imagine if you were sitting there on that seat.
I think that the airline would have to pay for my therapy for a long time. Like, I would be suing the hell out of that airline.
And I don't know how long they had been flying.
It was 20 minutes in, they had to make an emergency landing.
But at 20 minutes, you're probably at altitude where you can take your seatbelt off, no?
So I think they landed at 20 minutes. I don't know. No. 20 minutes in, they had to make. So 20 minutes in, the door flew out or the wall.
I feel like 20 minutes, you're probably at altitude where you can take your seatbelt off.
Yeah, I feel like it takes like 15-ish minutes or something.
So like my anxiety is just like I took my seatbelt off so that I can scoot lower, you know, and stretch my legs out.
Yeah.
And I'm leaning up against the freaking wall so that I can fall asleep.
Bro.
And would I have gotten sucked out? Would I have died?
Sucked out.
But like people with anxiety, like, or that like have like I almost died.
Yeah.
I could have died.
And that's not even anxiety.
I'm not even there,
that's
right?
That's just real.
Yeah, but like you'll kind of almost put yourself there and you're like, like you'll feel that like, oh my God, I almost died.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, at the very least, like whatever you had in your little backpack under the seat, that's gone.
I've never taken my seatbelt off.
My laptop just flew out the window. I'm pissed.
No, and then my $10 peanuts, they just flew. Am I getting reimbursed for that?
My AirPods? Are you joking?
And then I'll trip out too because well now that my oldest is 2, but she'll probably still be on the lap. Mm-hmm. But like my brain just goes there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're sitting on there, you're getting ready to go to bed.
2-year-olds are walking around in front of you.
And my imagination is so wild that it's like I can see it. I can see like my child flying out and me or something. That's horrible.
Just jumping out there.
Dude, that's horrible.
It's terrible. It's really bad. People were saying that it might be the fault of like the actual because they were saying that if Alaskan Airlines didn't touch that door at all, which like the bolts or whatever, which I don't know why they would have, then it's actually Boeing's fault, the manufacturers of the airplane, and then they're gonna be crazy sued. And like, to be honest, I know this is so effed up. This is such an effed up perspective. But like, I always say like, oh, like anybody that gets hit by like an automatic driving car or a city bus or something, you're the luckiest people in the world, bro.
I'd just be walking around downtown.
Is so lucky, bro.
I'd just be walking around, just walking around like an idiot. Like, I don't know where I am.
Here in Phoenix, we have these automatic driving cars called Waymos. And dude, people don't understand how much I want to get hit by one of those cars.
By the way, I don't know if they're in other cities.
They
go
are,
right.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
They go so fast. By the way. So
Yeah.
I had one cut me off the other day.
What the
no.
hell?
And people need to understand. I love Waymo.
And who can you honk at?
No
one's there.
No one's there. I love Waymos. Every time I see one, I go, he's so cute, and I love him.
Yeah.
But I straight up, I had one cut me off the other day.
You know that Waymo, like what's going on?
I couldn't even be mad at him. He's so cute.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh.
I always thought those were like Google cars until
the
like
first time I saw
2
one.
months ago when you told me about it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? I was like, that's not the Google car? You're like, no, it's a self-driving car, you idiot. Are you imbecile? I was like, holy crap.
The morning after New Year's, I felt like I was in the future just because like I was super hungover. I was like basically like I didn't even exist, you know? I'm like just like kind of like stumbling around, and I was like, I have to go get food. So I was like, I have to go get breakfast. I call a self-driving car and get in a freaking self-driving car to go get breakfast, to walk around downtown. I was like, I feel like I'm in the future, bro.
The future is now.
Yeah.
You're like in the passenger. You're in the driver's seat. You know.
You can't sit there.
He cuts somebody. He cuts off a cop. Pulls you over. You get DUI. Because you're still responsible. Dumb.
The cops know too. That's why I always say it's like, dude, like the cops can't even. They won't even pull a Waymo over, and I don't even know if they can. What's Waymo gonna do?
If it did something bad,
there's a service button.
I wonder if the Waymo can. If something happened bad, right, where it tripped out, the computer went crazy. I wonder if it can recognize like the flashing lights from a cop or something.
I feel like it's got to.
That way, the cop can just be like, "Hey, you know, the car number XYZ. This is what it did. Y'all need to fix it."
Yeah. Anyways,
it ran over a 21-year-old teenage girl.
Please, Waymo.
You're just a leg like that,
dude. I will.
Just a feet.
I'll take some broken ribs.
Dude,
I will. Because guess what that means for me?
You trying to get paid?
I'm trying to get paid.
But just a foot though.
I'll take a foot. I'll take anything.
Just do like a little stanky leg off the sidewalk.
I don't want to like. I don't want to be in like a crazy coma.
You don't want to get a back. You don't want to. You don't want to hit. You don't want it to hit your torso. I
will let it break a rib. Waymo can break a rib.
with the mirror or something.
Yeah. Or even just like because
or like a skateboard bike and you go over the hood.
I need it to hit me in like a 30-mile-per-hour zone.
Let us know down in the comments.
I want to go over the top.
Have you ever been hit by like a city bus?
Oh man.
Public or a light rail? And how much did you get?
Yeah. Dude, if you have, tell me all your tips.
Tips and tricks. That's gonna be another channel.
Story number 3.
Yeah, story number 3. Let me just find it here. All right, story number 3. Dang, which one should I go with?
I did that too.
I know, because I have one right here. Nah, I like this one more. Okay, here we go. Am I the a-hole for paying for a lounge at an airport during a long layover? I'm traveling with 5 friends now, and we are traveling cheap. However, we had a long layover in an airport with a great VIP lounge. The thing about these lounges is that they have free food and liquor, and comfortable chairs and shower facilities. I told my friends what I was about, and they all said that they didn't want to waste money. So I went to the lounge by myself. I had some snacks, a few drinks, a quick nap, a long hot shower, and then I caught up with my friends at the gate. My phone was fully charged. I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and a little drunk. When we started talking, they were bitching about the cost of everything at the airport. This is kind of weird. I think they asked why I looked so pleased with myself. I told them about my stay in the lounge. 2 of them got visibly angry. They said I was an a-hole for not telling them everything that was in the lounge. They had actually spent more on food and drinks than I had. Plus, I got to nap in a comfy chair and had a comfy shit. Oh my God. I thought I said chair wrong. And then in a comfy chair.
Chair.
I got to nap in a comfy chair and had a shower. I said that lounges aren't a secret and that the internet exists. They could have looked up the same information I did. Am I the a-hole?
Yes.
What? Stop it right now, Caili.
He's the a-hole.
No, you need to stop it right now.
He's the a-hole.
No.
Because if I'm there, not for going to the lounge.
For what?
Because if I'm there, I'm going, hey guys, I'm gonna head up to the lounge and be like, oh, it's so expensive. Hold on. He's the a-hole under the circumstances that I imagine this conversation should have played out exclusively and nothing else. Okay,
you're wild.
In this situation that I just imagined in my mind. Okay, in my mind, they all get there. They get to the gate. They go, this is what everybody does in an airport. You get to the gate. You go, this is where the gate is. Now everybody disperse, and then we know where the gate is already. Right? That's the first thing you do. Okay. So in my mind, they all get there, and he goes, they go, this is where the gate is, and he goes, hey guys, I'm gonna head up to the lounge, and they go, oh, the lounge is so expensive. And you go, no, actually it's this much, and then there's food included, and there's showers and whatever, and some alcohol too. And then they go, okay, I'll look into it. And now they have the full knowledge of what they're missing out on and how much it costs. And instead, it's like he just disappeared and then came back and was like, oh, like all.
But he didn't disappear because disappearing would be like, where'd he go?
Well, they all split up, and right.
No, he says, this is what he says.
Yeah, sorry.
They had a long layover in an airport with a great VIP lounge. The thing about these lounges is that they have free food and liquor and comfortable chairs and shower facilities. Mm-hmm. I told my friends what I was about, like what he's about. Yeah, I'm about like they have all these things, and they all said that they didn't want to waste the money. So now it could have either happened at the gate, but I think it most likely happened once you probably passed. Not that it matters, but probably after you pass security, like, because he's like, I told him what I was about. Mm-hmm. So to me, by saying that, you're saying, hey, there's food. The lounges are better. They're more comfortable. Like, I'm gonna be comfortable.
The friends said that they didn't know everything that was included. I just feel like he's like, I'm gonna go to the lounge, and they go, that's expensive, and he goes, all right, peace.
Not saying everything that was in the lounge.
Yeah, like I feel like if he knows what the lounges are like, he should have just been like because it's like, oh, that's so expensive, because they said that it's too expensive. I feel like he should have just been like, well, it costs this much, and this is what's included.
But at the same time,
period.
But at the same time, so you're putting the responsibility on him to inform them. They also have the responsibility to ask him what's at the lounge. Just like you're saying that he could have been like, this is what's there. This is what's there. He's like, I'm gonna go to the lounge. And they're like, nah, we don't want to waste the money. Okay, well, do you even know how much it costs? They didn't even ask how much does it cost, or we don't know if they did, or how much does it cost? He's like, it's $35. Oh, we don't want to go. He's like, okay. I mean, it's a lounge. You know that a lounge is going to be better than what's there. If you were mildly interested, I feel like if you were mildly interested, you would have been like, well, what's at the lounge?
I just feel like I totally hear you. But in my mind, because not to brag, but I've been a guest in a lounge a couple times.
No, I'm sure. No, American Express.
Roman has taken me as his guest in the lounge a couple times.
Dude, the lounges are pimped, dude.
But so before that, because now I kind of know, like what a lounge is like and like how much it costs and stuff, right? And it's like, it costs exactly one American Express card, by the way.
Yeah, business platinum though.
But anyways,
number 444.
So before that, in my mind, a lounge was super expensive, and it's just like sitting in a nicer chair, and you still gotta pay for food and stuff. I didn't know what a lounge was like. I would have never looked it up because like I think that was solidified in my mind, and I think it's like that because of movies and stuff. And so I think a lot of people think that. So it's like I feel like you being somebody that's been to a lounge, like if we were together and then I was like just hanging out in an airport and you were like, I'm gonna go to the lounge, and I was like, oh damn, I don't know. I feel like I would be butthurt if you didn't go, dude, it's $35 and there's free food. I'd be like, all right, sick. But if I didn't know that and then you came back and you're all rested and everything, I would have been like, oh dude, why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
And then if you were like, you could have looked it up, I would have been like, okay, now I'm angry.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go. I don't think he's the a-hole. I think he's like, look, hey, I'm gonna go to the lounge. It's the lounges are way better, and they're like, no, like there are, I just feel like sometimes people are like, no, we don't want to go, or no, I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to go. I don't want to spend the money, and like it's just so easy for them to ask, like, oh, what's at the lounge? Like,
Yeah.
what's there? I feel like it's just so easy to ask like, oh, what's there? Or why are you going to go there? Or like, how much does it cost? Or maybe they didn't ask how much it costs, but like, oh, what's there? What do they have? And then
Yeah.
he'd be like, oh, well, there's like, obviously there's internet, there's food, there's drinks, there's showers, there's cool chairs, there's more better seating.
Maybe so. I don't know if he's 100% the a-hole, but I think he's definitely a little bit of a jerk. Just because, like, again, I think a lot of people think that they know what's like what a lounge is like. Like, I thought that because of movies and stuff, I thought a lounge was just like, somewhere for guys in business suits to have nicer chairs. Not like everything
Yeah.
that it includes. So I would be butthurt if I was with my friends, or for example, you or something, and I just didn't know, and like I feel like you could have told me. You know what I mean? It's like because I thought I knew and I was wrong. And you're not an a-hole, but I would feel like a little bit like, dude, like what the heck? Why didn't you tell me? First of all, I wouldn't have even been that upset. I would have been like, why? Like, oh, bro, you should have told me. But then if you responded with, you could have looked it up, then I would have been angry. Is that, what I'm saying?
I don't know. Yeah. Now I just think it's funny. Is like, dude, whenever I go to the airport, like I'm going to the lounge.
Yeah.
Like y'all.
Now me too,
like,
dude.
You guys can either go pay to get in, or I'll see y'all at the gate later.
Well, now me too, but I would totally tell people like if they were like, oh, I don't know, I would be like, dude, it's sick. There's this and this and this, like
Yeah.
like you should come if you want to.
The lounges are awesome. Like it's totally worth it. I think
it's like $30 too. I always thought that lounge
or 35.
35. I just, and you don't have to have like an American Express card. If you want, you could just go pay $35, which like I get is expensive if you have like a family. But if you're traveling by yourself or with friends or something, like, dude, I always thought lounges was like $120.
But even if you like, for example, I don't know, I don't think my girls have to pay yet. But even if it was like you and your wife and then your kids, so $70, right? And you get
if the kids are little.
Yeah, the kids are little.
Yeah.
So like they're like, I'm gonna spend probably $15 to $18 on one thing at like wings or whatever. Like, yeah, I get it. They don't have like huge portions at the lounge, but like you can get
and you can
snacks and multiple plates, and they had like chicken last time with like rice, and if you drink, you can get free drinks, and then plus like you can charge your phone easily.
Super comfy.
You could be there for and if you're like, well, I got an hour and 45 minutes, I'm like in a comfortable chair and I'm chilling, and like my kids are right here playing in this little corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight for freaking seats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's super
I
chill.
didn't know.
The lounges are dope.
I for real thought that lounges were like this insane, like only like rich people go, and you're just basically sitting there and you still have to buy stuff. Dude, I didn't know what a lounge was like. That's why I'm saying like I would have been butthurt. I would have been like, dude, I didn't, you know what a lounge is like. You should have told me, Anyway, okay, story number 4. Am I the a-hole for refusing to volunteer as a doctor on a flight? I am male in my mid-30s. I'm a medical doctor working as an intern medicine hospitalist at a major hospital. Recently, I was on a long-haul international flight. Usually, I sleep on flights, but this was during my waking hours, so I decided to spend my time enjoying the in-flight entertainment and free drinks. I had already been drinking even before the flight, while I was in the lounge.
Ooh.
I was not slurring or excessively drunk, but I was feeling a good, strong buzz. Usually, I don't chat with my co-passengers. I just sleep or do my own thing. On this flight configuration of the business class cabin was such that the passengers in the middle row were practically just beside each other. There was just a small barrier separating me and my co-passenger, a female in her mid-30s, that could be raised, but it didn't do much to separate us. She started up a conversation, and being a little intoxicated, I was also feeling chatty. When she asked what I do, I mentioned that I'm a doctor and I work at such and such hospital. After some more small talk, we both started doing our own thing. I was trying to watch a movie and enjoy my drinks when an announcement was made asking if there was a doctor on flight. Normally, I would present myself to the cabin crew and help out, but after several hours of on-flight boozing, I was pretty drunk. I was not able to think clearly and probably would have done more harm than good in such a situation. I didn't react to the announcement at all. I continued to watch my movie and drink my drink. My co-passenger tapped tapped me and said that they just announced that they needed a doctor. I replied that someone else would help or they would get instructions from a medical team on the ground. She tried convincing me to go help, but I refused. She said I was just an unbelievable a-hole and that if the passenger died, it would be my fault. I said, listen, lady, just because I'm a doctor doesn't mean I'm on call 24/7 to provide medical care on demand. I work when I'm at the hospital. Outside, I'm just like everyone else, and I'm entitled to drink and relax. She had a disgusted look on her face, but didn't talk to me after that. I didn't want to engage with her either. I'm not sure what happened to the passenger who ended up needing medical assistance, but since I didn't hear any more announcements, I'm assuming all was well. When exiting the aircraft, this lady called me an a-hole again. In my mind, I'm very clear that since I was intoxicated, I could not provide medical assistance. I was drinking on my own time, and there was no expectation that I would need to be sober. Doctors get to enjoy life too. I can't stay sober every flight just in case there's a medical emergency. I don't think I'm the a-hole, but I thought I'd get some external opinions.
I mean, I don't think he's the a-hole.
I don't think so either.
No buts.
No. This is not a but on my part. But I have been seeing discourse about this specific post, and a lot of people were on the lady's side.
That doesn't make any sense because
he should have presented himself.
The guy was drunk.
Yeah, people were like, oh, he should have at least been there to like tell the other people what to do.
And he's drunk as hell.
Yeah, and like, just not even. Like from a liability standpoint.
Yeah, what if he?
Because a lot of people were
wrong?
saying like, oh, if that person died, that guy has to like live with a dirty conscience. It's
Idiots.
his fault, blah, blah,
Idiots.
blah. And yeah, dude, but like if that person died
because of something, or
even if he was just bitter, he could have sued the hell out of him. Whoever was needing the emergency is like, a drunk doctor did such and such to me. You know, performed CPR on me. You know, broke more ribs than he should. Like, you could say anything. You could say anything, and it's that guy's fault because he was drunk.
The guy's gonna engage in advising someone. I don't know the laws. I don't know the law, right? But like, I believe that, dude. If a freaking home invader can fall through your kitchen, through your skylight and land on a knife and cut his leg and sue you, then you being a drunk doctor trying to help and do something wrong, they're going to sue the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You could probably lose your license.
Yeah, people were like, oh, what about your Hippocratic oath? And it's like, dude, you're an idiot.
Dude, the idiots. Yeah. The guy, first of all, yes, he does it. Even if he wasn't drunk, he could have just been like, oh, I didn't want to help because like, I need to check out sometimes. And maybe that would have been more selfish.
Actually, technically, I don't know if you have to.
What?
Like because of the Hippocratic oath or whatever. I don't know. I think you, because like I know I just got CPR certified.
Wow.
This is like not a big deal, but I just found out.
Insert sound effect.
I just found out that if somebody's having an emergency, I can get in trouble if I don't help. Like if somebody needs like the Heimlich or something, and if nobody else is helping, I can get in trouble if I don't help because I have the certification. So I don't know if you're a doctor and you're sober and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe he does. Yeah, maybe he does.
But to be honest, even if he had one drink, because like most people aren't drunk after one drink.
Right.
Even if he had one drink, if that was me, I would have hesitated because like, yeah, what if the person does die?
Yeah, and what if they're like, let's check the logs.
Exactly.
Doctor, whatever, you had one drink of.
Exactly. Exactly. Now I'm going to lose my license over a drink.
Yeah.
Or trying to do the right thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Too scary. In the land of the lawsuits. Too scary.
In the land of the what?
Of the lawsuits.
Of the lawsuits. Yeah. I thought you said lost suits.
Oh.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is that what the kids are saying now?
Dude, you know what else I found out too when I got CPR certified?
What?
Is that like if somebody's like choking or something, you have to like get their consent to like the Heimlich and stuff. I didn't know that. Or they can sue you. And until if they say no, and then you can't help until they pass out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, that's so scary, but not even like from like, a certification standpoint, but like I feel like I can imagine myself like choking and just kind of like freaking out and being like, oh, like not saying no, but like, oh, I'll be okay or something, just like not processing what's going on and then passing out.
Well, then, yeah, I guess at that point they can help you.
Yeah.
Which would totally be fine. You'd still be fine. If you pass out, you will be fine. If they're able to like dislodge. If they're able to dislodge it and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, I saw this one thing that sometimes I think about it and I wish I knew what happened.
Mm-hmm.
This is a super old video, but it was these kids, or I don't know, maybe teenagers, or maybe they're 20, maybe there's college, maybe it was like college age, and the girl tries to like eat a cupcake, all in one or whatever, and it was like, oh, let's see who can do it or whatever, and it's like a whatever, it's like a kind of shitty video, and so like she grabs it and she eats the cupcake. But like in one like big bite, and then they're like, whoa, what's going on? And she's like choking or whatever, and they're like giving her water, and like she's drinking water or whatever, and then so obviously, dude, a cupcake is like a mushy ball, right? It's not like a piece of apple that you can like fly out. It's like that's gonna be hard to like. I'm assuming it's going to be hard for it to like fly out, right? Yeah. So then someone's behind her and they're like they're doing the Heimlich, and like she's like all wobbly now and they're doing it and her head falls down and hits the counter because at that point she's like already passing out and like I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Dude, that's crazy.
But I'm like, what do you do? Do you stick? Because like, what do you do? Like stick your finger down the throat and try to like dig the cupcake out?
After they pass out, you just have to start CPR.
No way.
Because their heart's gonna stop.
What do you mean?
That's what I learned, right? It's like because I didn't know that either. I would have thought to try and get stuff out, but after you pass out, there's obviously not enough oxygen. Your heart's gonna stop pumping because your heart's not getting enough oxygen. So when somebody passes out, you just have to start CPR.
No
because
way.
the Heimlich didn't work. Yeah, to just keep their heart going. Yeah.
But like CPR is to keep. The thing is that like you pass out because you don't have enough oxygen in your blood. So the pumping of I've always been curious, like well now I'm curious. The pumping of the heart is going to keep the blood flow kind of going, but it's blood flow that's circulating with no oxygen.
No. So it's still going to be going through like your lung. So basically, like the way that your heart works, obviously, like there's like a part of your heart that's connected to your lungs, and then it goes back through your heart, and then goes out through your body or whatever. So you're forcing your lungs to still operate because you're still sending blood to your lungs. So like even like it's just with any like little bit of oxygen or whatever that's like still because you still have oxygen in your blood. You know what I mean? And like whatever. So I don't know. Like the way that it's processing or whatever is like you're basically manually forcing your body to use like whatever oxygen it has left.
Right.
And then obviously because you're like blowing in their mouth and stuff, I don't know if at one point that's gonna.
Yeah, but like but if they have something in their throat, then you're not gonna get any air going in there, right?
Maybe a little bit, like whatever kind.
Yeah, because your carbon dioxide is still it's not. I mean, it's still gonna have a little bit of air.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit of oxygen maybe or something.
Yeah.
How many minutes after they pass out? Like what is it, like 5 minutes with no air you can start getting severe brain damage or permanent brain damage?
I don't remember the number.
It's a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like 3 minutes. I think it's like 5 or
something like
or
that.
10 minutes. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now I need to know.
But you literally just have to continue. I mean, like obviously I'm not a doctor or anything, so like you literally just have to continue until like it doesn't matter how long you're doing it, you just have to keep going until somebody else gets there.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. That's crazy.
Wow. Permanent brain damage begins after only 4 minutes without oxygen. And death can occur as soon as 4 to 6 minutes. Damn.
That's crazy.
Dude, but I just wish I knew what happened with that girl.
Yeah.
Because the video cuts out and it doesn't like show you like... Because probably everyone got scared and they stopped the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
This one's like this is not choking related, but I don't know why you reminded me of this story. This story like haunts my brain. This story haunts my brain. It's not like freaky, but it's just like this dude was like basically he had like this like tradition at like his high school or something where you're supposed to like climb or maybe college, whatever, like first year of college or something. You're supposed to like climb a flagpole or something. I don't know, right? So like I guess I don't remember the details of the beginning, but this isn't the point. Basically, I don't know if he climbed the flagpole or somebody else climbed the flagpole, and then like somebody went to go like hug him or something for like congratulations kind of a deal.
After he had climbed
it? I think this is what happened. I'm fuzzy on the beginning. Basically, he hit the back of his head on the concrete.
Wait. How?
With the tackle hug.
Oh,
so they knocked him over. He hit the back of his head on the concrete. This dude this is insane. But basically, he remembers like waking up and everything, right? And then he remembers like just basically like a whole lifetime. Like he remembers like he's like, okay, I woke up, and he goes like, oh, like a couple weeks later, like I met like the love of my life. I got married, blah blah blah. I had kids. He goes, I was working this like super stable job, and like I was super happy, like had the best life after that incident, right? And then
This is real life?
this is a real story. And
No,
then
no,
he
no,
goes,
no. My question is, what you're saying right now, is that what he was imagining?
well, hold
okay.
on. Yeah. So then he goes, I had a really good life. I had a wife. I had everything, kids, everything, like a daughter that I loved. And he goes, and then one day I just like see this lamp. Like he goes, my wife brings a lamp home, and I see this lamp, and it's like a weird perspective. Like it almost looks like it's not real. Like it looks like not 3D. Like it looks odd. And he says that he remembers the next couple of months of his life, like just devolving into like, he doesn't even go to work anymore. He's not showering. He can't stop staring at this lamp. And then he wakes up, and he's still on the concrete. And he just like basically like his brain had like this whole elaborate dream that in his head lasted like 30 years. So he wakes up, and like only a couple minutes have passed, and everybody's around him asking him if he's okay, and he's like back on the ground or whatever. And he's just like, and he was talking about like grieving like his like daughter and his like wife that his brain made up.
That is insane.
That story haunts me.
That's scary.
Yeah, I thought that was so crazy because he's like I lived like 30 years.
Yeah, dude. But he wakes up, and he's like in college, and he's like,
none of that was real.
You know, his daughter Stacy or whatever. And where is she?
Yeah, he said that he had to go to therapy and grieve his wife and daughter that he had.
Dude, our brains are powerful. Like,
Yeah.
our brains are, oh, dude, it's so crazy.
Yeah, that's when people talk about like being in a coma and stuff. It's like, you know, like I don't know. I can't imagine what that's like.
I get scared with like brain stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I used to have a lot of deja vu, and it would like freak me out.
Oh man, deja vu still freaks me out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sheesh.
Anyway, that was our airport stories.
Yeah, I know. Airport turn into like brain trauma. So what? So not the a-hole. So not the a-hole.
So not the a-hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
The doctor was not the a-hole.
Yeah. I don't know how people were kind of disagreeing with that. I thought that was pretty wild. But that's also why I wanted to read it. Just
Yeah. No, that was a good one. That was a good one. Dang, that was episode 48, right?
48.
2 more episodes, guys, and we'll be at episode 50. Someone was like, hey, you guys should wear like a special shirt for like 50 episodes. I can't believe it. 50 episodes. Dude, we're 7 months in.
We've been doing this
for 7 months. The past 2 months were a little bit funky. November was a little funky, and you know, the holidays and whatnot. But I think we at least got, for the most part, we got at least 1 episode out, except for last week. We've gotten at least one episode out. Well, we're trying to, you know, stick to 2. Caili's got a lot of stuff going on with her life. Big shot over here.
I just got CPR.
You know what I mean? You know, forklift operator. This is forklift. Just get all the certifications.
Everybody keep your pants on.
Yeah, keep your pants on. We'll take off your shirts. 1, 2, 3. But anyway, 7 months, 5 more months. 5 more months, we'll be at a year. I can't even believe that.
That's insane.
Holy crap. But thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. For all the super fans out there, you know who you are.
We love you guys.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.